See, I promised you guys I would be here next week. I almost was not going to be here next week, in all honesty. I have a midterm to study for. My midterm is tomorrow, my second midterm. And I haven't really studied, so I'm trying to get this video, out of the way. So, I said that this series was me just talking about, random topics that come to my mind, and I felt like this topic was an okay place to start. It's really random, but it's whatever. So, for those who don't know, Instagram started on October 6th. So, I just realized it turned 15 a couple days ago. It started on October 6th, 2010. So, it's been a while. So, I made a top 10 list of photos that did go viral in the 2000s, but I feel like, what if Instagram was a thing back then? These photos would have gotten 500,000 likes on Instagram, and how many comments, stuff like that. To think I was in kindergarten and now I'm in college, what is time? So, with that being said, let's get into the video. I feel like I'm being biased with this one because Gossip Girl is my favorite show, but because how iconic that show is, I feel like it was just appropriate to put in the list. It's funny because my mom, I remember her, growing up, I remember her watching the show a lot, and me seeing, trailers for, when the seasons came out, and I was always like, oh, it looks like an interesting show, but of course, I'm a kid, I wouldn't be watching that stuff. I was busy watching, Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, everybody else my age. And every character is, so mesmerizing and, iconic in their own way. My favorite characters are Blair, of course, and Chuck. But as far as me, being relatable to one of the characters, I feel like I'm more on the Jenny, Humphrey, Serena side, which I don't like. But I say that because Blair, she's more of the academic girl. She knows what she wants in every aspect of life. With Serena, I feel like I'm more towards her in a way, because she's more of the free will, I don't really have a plan per se for my life, and she just does whatever she wants, I guess. And sometimes that can be a good thing, or majority of the time a bad thing. But yeah, as much as I want to be Blair Waldorf so bad, I feel like I just have to accept the fact that I'm more of a Serena girl. It wasn't until probably my senior year of high school, or maybe my first year of college, something like that, where I actually did watch the show because it's on Netflix. And I was hooked by the first episode. It was crazy. And now I feel like I have this weird obsession with the show. To the point where I legit want to move to New York. Manhattan, of course, to be specific. Gossip Girl will for sure go down as like one of the best shows in TV history, with the impact that they made, especially on like young adults at the time, and like fashion, drama, the whole 9 yards really. I just love the show. And now for number 9. Hear me out with this one. As much as people want to shit on them left, right, and center, you gotta give them their props. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. What they did for reality TV and just pop culture in general, they were there for it all, if you really think about it. And like, especially with Kim, like, not to sound dramatic, but I can't imagine like pop culture without Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians or Jenners for just in general. Maybe it's because like the age I'm at. Of course it would be a different answer for like someone older than me. But like for me, especially like the era that I grew up in, they were literally the forefront for it all, basically. I won't get too deep into it, but basically just with the show and how each of them like ventured into something bigger and made their names worldwide, basically. Like, I have to give them their props. As crazy and insane as they are, it is what it is. Now for number 8. To be honest, I really don't have a lot to say about this one. I just know that the whole franchise of Twilight is very big, for a lack of a better word. When it first came out, I was pretty young, so of course I don't remember much. But I have watched the movies in the past, and they're really good. I appreciate the Twilight franchise. Oh yeah, side note, I remember reading one of the books in like elementary school for some reason. But that was before like I watched any of the movies or anything like that. And by the time like I started reading the books, all the movies were out and done. So yeah. Side note. Now on to number 7. Oh, I thought stop recording. It's similar to what I said about the Kardashians being like very significant in pop culture. The same with the iPhone. Everyone knows this. This piece of hair is really bothering me. Like it's really triggering me. Anyways, yeah, iPhones. I can't imagine a world without iPhones existing. Actually, no, that's a lie. I do remember that small time before the first iPhone came out, like Blackberries and flip phones, stuff like that. Because I had older cousins and I was around them a lot, so yeah, all those like late 2000s memories, I get from them. I think the best iPhone to have come out of the entire iPhone series, and you can disagree or agree with me, or put it in the comments if you think another iPhone was like more superior. But I think the iPhone, what is it, 6S, or just the iPhone 6, that series was probably the best one, because it still had the home button, and like the packaging that came with it, it still had like the charger, the earphones, the Apple sticker, like stuff like that, when Apple still cared about us. It's a sensitive topic, but yeah, when Apple still cared. Now we have to purchase everything separately. Also, Tell me if you agree. But the iPhone 5, you remember when it had like all the bright neon colors? It was like a bright yellow, a cherry red, like a lime green, and had all those like colorful, and it looks so cool. Literally looks so cool. They should bring that back. Like, I know for the, because what iPhone are we on right now? We're on the iPhone 17 right now. But like the colors are cool, but they're all like pastel and like low key boring. They should bring back like bright in your face colors. And like, yeah, just bring them back. And now for number 6. I feel like this one is very self-explanatory, especially for those who were like around during that time. All 3 of them were pretty much in their prime in 2006, especially like Britney. Yeah, Britney. And yeah, it's that photo alone is labeled the Holy Trinity, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they're iconic just for that and everything else in their career. Now we are entering top 5. It was hard because I kept switching some of them like back and forth, but I feel like this is a decent top 5. Now, for Miss J Lo, I just found out yesterday that the dress created Google Images, which is really cool, and plus that Google Images is very helpful. So, thank you, J Lo. I don't even hate her. It's just like I question her. I love the dress though. Number 4. One of the greatest pop stars of our time. So, hopefully, I'm not the only one on this. I feel like a couple of people can agree with me on this. When she first came out, you have to understand. Again, I was only like, what, 3, 4 years old, because this is 2008 when she first came out. I was so afraid, like damn near deathly afraid of her, because I thought she was so like weird. Not even like in a bad way, it was just like it was something I've never seen before. Because you have to understand, like, I knew of Beyonce, I knew of Rihanna, I knew of like these girly girl pop stars, and like, so when she came along, it was like something, like a whole 180. I'm like, but yeah, skip all the way to now. She's amazing. I almost regret like being so afraid of her as a kid, because I feel like I would have enjoyed her music even more at that time, like I do now, because that's like one of my favorite albums of all time. Favorite albums, like from top to bottom. That's like one of those no skips type of albums. And yeah, I'm just laughing because it was serious. Like, I was so scared of her, like so scared. But yeah, I love her now. Now in the 3rd place we have short story time. So in, what was it, kindergarten, we had to make these time capsules. I can't speak. It was like a tradition at my old school. It was basically like every art project, every drawing that you did, or like small stuff like stickers that you collected from preschool to kindergarten. you would put in a time capsule, like so. We weren't allowed to open it until senior year of high school, graduation day. Obviously, I didn't remember what I put in here. So, come graduation day, when I got back home, I finally got to open this. There's a random Barbie cutout that was in the time capsule. Yeah, I don't even have to question that. But yo, look at this. Look at what my parents put in the time capsule. If you can see it. The time has come. And this was, when was this? So you can see it. January 21st, 09, on a Wednesday, which I believe was his inauguration. Did I say that word right? But yeah, basically, it was that serious. Please come back to us. Now for number 2. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I wish I was older around this time. I have a lot of those moments. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for my childhood because I had a fun childhood. But at the same time, I missed out on a lot. Like a lot. One of those moments being Britney's prime as a whole. Specifically 2001. That performance is probably one of the best performances in history. Like, not to sound dramatic, but it's Britney. Like, it was expected of her. And that's why she'll go down as, like, one of the best pop stars, to just best figures, I guess you can say. Because she really did prove herself. And probably worked herself to the max. And now we have, like, her whole legacy to look over. Like, despite where she's now, like, we still have to, like, give her credit, give her tens. And now, drum roll for number 1. This moment happened in 2009. It missed the mark of, like, possibly being on Instagram. So, and we still talk about it as if it happened yesterday. That's how, like, legendary this moment is. As problematic as it was, like, in that whole 2009 VMAs, again, like, I wish I was older so I could have actually experienced this on live television instead of me, like, playing with toys or something. Like, what? For the Lady Gaga moment, I was gonna tie in her 2009 VMAs performance because, well, have you seen that performance? Like, again, scared the living daylights out of me. I feel like that was her Madonna, Like a Virgin. You know that? Because I believe she did a VMAs performance, like, back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. She did a performance that, like, pretty much cemented her place in the industry. It was supposed to go left, but it ended working in her favor. And I feel like the same thing happened with Lady Gaga. Not to compare the two, but yeah, that's an iconic performance. But back to Taylor and Kanye. I'm not even 100% sure if those two still have beef or not, or they're actually, like, friends, acquaintances. But yeah, that's, to me, the most, I feel like, would have gotten, for sure, like, 1 million likes on Instagram. Or even more. So there you go, guys. my top 10. You guys can make your own top 10 and feel free to put it in the comments. And I feel like there's a lot more moments I could have put in there, but as far as like me trying to put it into a top 10, I feel like this is a decent list. I'm pretty sure there's more iconic moments that could be top 3, top 5, or even kick the number 1 spot out. But yeah, I low-key had fun making this video, so until next time, bye!